Hi, what's up guys? Welcome to our YouTube channel. Today I'm gonna tell you about 15 most interesting facts that will blow your mind. So let's get started. Fact number 1. On December 11, an earthquake occurred in Mississippi Valley, and that was so intense that the earth shook in a very strange way. It created a 30-kilometer pound and the river of Mississippi started flowing in a reverse way. Can you believe that you are standing next to a river and all of a sudden earth shakes and the river starts flowing reverse? Well, yes, this actually happened in Mississippi, that after an earthquake the water starts flowing backward. Fact number 2. The famous brand of Oreo company has created a locker. That locker is so tough that an asteroid from the sky is unable to break it. Well, it is known that if an asteroid blasts the whole Earth, still this locker will survive. You might be thinking, why would an Oreo biscuit company would create a locker? What are they hiding in that? Well, actually, there's a secret recipe inside it. They are so concerned about the safety of that secret recipe that even if the earth breaks down, the recipe will remain safe in that locker. Same goes with the famous brands like KFC, McDonald's, Domino's, etc. Now the question arises that there are so many branches of KFC, McDonald's in every city, every mall and everywhere. Then why the employees working over there don't leak the recipe? Well, actually, even though they are willing to do so, they still can't do this. They are just provided by the ready-made ingredients. All they have to do is to organize things and cook them. So, in this way, the secret recipe will remain encrypted and no one knows that what's inside in those ingredients. So with this strategy, their secret recipe is still a secret. Fact number 3. We all know that plants are living organisms. They are alive, they can grow, they absorb sunlight and produce food for themselves. They are made up of cells, and inside cells they have cell membrane, cytoplasm, mitochondria. So the debate starts that many scientists and people are confused that whether they are conscious or not. Consciousness include aware of things and situations happening around them. Some people agree with this, but some don't. We are still unaware of so many things. Although they don't have central nervous system and they are unable to feel pain, as these things only applies to humans and animals. There could be any other systems which makes them feel pain, and still scientists are unaware of that. This topic is really interesting and scientists are still trying to figure it out. Fact number 4. We all know about tigers and lions, but do we know about lion? What's that? Well, a lion is a hybrid offspring of a male tiger and a female lion. They exhibit visible characteristics from both parents. They can have both spots from mother, which is a lion, and stripes from father, which is tiger. Any mane that a male lion may have will appear shorter and less noticeable than a lion's mane, and it's closer to the type of ruff of a male tiger. It's a common misconception that lions are smaller than tigers and lions. Well, they do not exceed the size of their parent species because they inherit growth inhibitory genes from both parents. But yeah, they do not exhibit any kind of dwarfism. They often weigh around 180 kilograms. Fact number 5. We all know that sun lies at the heart of a solar system. It is far largest object. It holds 99.8% of the solar system's mass. But do you know the size of a sun is equal to 1 million Earths? Yes, 1 million Earth could fit inside the sun. The surface of a sun is about 10,000 degrees Fahrenheit, and in Celsius it's 5,500 degrees hot, while the temperature in the core reaches more than 27 million Fahrenheit, which is 15 million Celsius, driven by nuclear reactions. Do you know one would need to explode 100 billion tons of dynamite every second to match the energy produced by the sun. Fact number 6. We are accustomed to seeing bats only flying around, so it would be easy to wonder if bats can actually walk on the ground instead of flying all the time. Short, bats can actually walk, but they do it clumsily. The bats' bodies are adapted to flying to the point that their legs mostly serve as a kind of attachment. This type of attachment is to the point for the surface of their wings. Since their leg bones are not designed to be moving in a way that would allow them to walk freely. Crawling on the ground would require a lot of energy from bats. The knees of a bat point outward and backward, and that allows them to crawl securely on the walls of caves and ceilings, as well as control the shape of their wings. Fact number 7. Do you know the poop of penguins can literally generate laughing gas? Yes, when these penguins poop, fueled by a diet of fish, squid, and krill, nitrogen is released from their feces into the ground. The bacteria in the soil then converts that nitrogen into nitrous oxide, a greenhouse gas which is commonly known as laughing gas. It is clear to us that the level of nitrous oxide is very high in the places where there are penguins. Fact number 8. Cold water does not boil faster than hot water. The rate of heating of liquid depends on the magnitude of temperature difference between liquid and its surroundings, for instance, the flame of the stove. As a result, the cold water will be absorbing heat faster while it's still cold. It gets up to the temperature of hot water, the heating rate slows down, and from there it takes just as long to bring it to boil as the water that was hot to begin with, because it takes cold water some time to reach the temperature of cold water. Thus, cold water clearly takes longer to boil than hot water does. Fact number 9. It is impossible for pigs to look up the sky straight. Well, actually this is because of the anatomy of their neck muscles and the spine that limits the movement of their head and restricts them to look directly upwards. Even to look at a tree top, a pig has to take one or more steps back while lifting its head to see directly above. Moreover, pigs and other mammals have dichromatic vision, or only two pigment cones that create colors. This means a pig's view of the world is less rich than a person's, but the pig can still differentiate colors. Animals with monochromatic visions have only one pigment cone and see in black and white. Fact number 10. Dogs can hear more stronger than humans. Dogs do have much strong ability to hear wider range of sounds than humans do. In fact, dogs can hear sounds between 40 Hz to 60,000 Hz. Humans, on the other hand, can hear between 20 and 20,000 Hz. So this makes dogs much better at hearing than humans. They can hear a wider range of frequencies. This improves their hearing as a better result and allows them to hear louder noises than humans. If the noises gets too loud, your dog will let you know, because dogs have such a keen sense of hearing that they are more sensitive to very loud noises. When a big delivery truck comes, the noise is much more obvious to your dog. Fact number 11. Do you know about 60% of the human adult body is water? According to H. Mitchell, Journal of Biological Chemistry 158, the brain and heart are composed of 73% of water, and the lungs are about 83% of water. The skin contains 64% of water, muscles and kidneys are 79%, and even bones are watery 31%. Each day, humans must consume a certain amount of water to survive. Of course, this varies according to age and gender, and also by where someone lives. Generally, an adult male needs about 3 liters per day, while an adult female needs about 2.2 liters per day. All of the water a person needs does not have to come from drinking liquids, as some of this water is contained in food and when we eat. Fact number 12. Frogs do not drink water like we do. Actually, they absorb water directly through their skin in the area which is known as drinking patch. The drinking patch area is located on their belly and the underside of their thighs. Moreover, frogs use their eyeballs to swallow. Frogs eat their prey whole and their eyeballs actually sink down into their mouth and push the food down into their throat. There's another thing which nobody really knows. The thing is that nobody knows whether a frog sleeps or not. It is known that it closes its eyes, but they are not sure about whether it sleeps or not. Fact number 13. Owls cannot move their eyeballs. This is because owls don't have eyeballs at all. Instead, their eyes are shaped like tubes, held rigidly in the place by bones. Because owls can't roll their eyes around the way we do, they have to move their entire head to get a good look around. As they have fixed eye sockets, they must move their heads in order to see their surroundings. To protect their eyes, owls are equipped with 3 eyelids. They have a normal upper and lower eyelid, the upper closing when the owl blinks and the lower closing up when the owl is asleep. This cleans and protects the surface of the eye. Fact number 14. The platypus does not have stomach. The stomach can be defined as an acid-producing part of a gut first evolved around 450 million years ago, and it's unique to backbone animals, which are vertebrates. It has allowed our ancestors to digest bigger proteins, since acidic environments deform these large molecules and boost the actions of enzymes that breaks them apart. But over the last 200 years, scientists have shown that many vertebrates have lost their stomachs. The platypus is one of them, including its closest relatives, like lungfish, a group of slender freshwater fish that can breathe in air but don't have stomach. Fact number 15. What can be the most deadliest animal in the world? When we think of the deadly animals, we tend to think of sharks, snakes, but the deadliest animal in the world in terms of how many people it kills every year is for the mosquito. These tiny insects kill more than 700,000 people every year and account for the 17% of the estimated global burden of infectious disease. As mosquitoes kills at least 700,000 persons every year, whereas snakes kills at estimated 50,000 and sharks a mere 10.